Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. It's Friday, guys. We made it to Friday. Yay! It's a long weekend. It's a long weekend. Huzzah. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm happy because it's a long weekend, which is great because I have to record and edit two videos for this weekend, so I can use the extra time off. But I'm also sad because I'm going to finish Expedition 33 this weekend. It's pretty much almost done. I have very little left. It is what it is. But otherwise, I am almost done with all the things I want to show for Sunday's video. We're gonna play around with a little bit of stuff that I just want to try out, and then we're gonna go back to game dev. Most of it is figured out. There's a little stuff in game dev. I've realized that I never finished the controller support that was started to implement yesterday. So we'll finish that up, hopefully, depending how long the rest takes. And then we'll have the final package. The final package. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. So let's get to it. Look, I have road. Road is a bunch of cubes. It's great. I have splines for lake. I have spline for river. It's amazing. And the things don't go into it? I know. Crazy. Wow. Much wow, much yay. What I wanted to see, though, is not you. Is in this one. Here, technically speaking, I have the information from the river width and the depth. So, but the depth is never set. So I wonder, can I do a set here, and then how would I do it? Well, I guess we need to do a set attribute, and we'll do a vector attribute. So this is going to take. Let me just put the same thing to all of them. That goes in there. So this is going to be input source 1 is going to be the width. Oh wait, the width is different. So distance increment is used to be x. Can I activate inline? 300. This is 300. Hey, Zebra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Then we have river width. And depth. That does not seem like it did anything. Oh, because I didn't freaking I didn't specify density. Not density. I didn't specify oh, it's bounds min, bounds max. Extents. No. No, it's not extents. Oh dear God, it's not extents. No, it used to be. If I, instead of scale, I set them to 111. This won't change anything, right? No, they're absolutely massive still. So, because we're still setting. So why does it... Why is it like this? So setting the extents. Oh, the extents are half, so I need to divide this by 2, right? Divide by 2. No, no, still absolutely massive. This has not helped me one bit. Okay, let's try this a little bit differently. Set extents.z using depth. That's what I wanted. And for whatever reason, the width is like doubled. So what we can do is really bounce modifier. And then we'll just scale the X and Y. Sorry, the Y only. All right, and now we have the size of pretty much the river. It goes down and up. Okay. In the zone, hacker man. I wish I was a hacker man. And I would know coding. It'd be cool if I knew coding. I don't know coding. Don't we all, Sag? Yeah. Now, why does this not... Do I need to do force regen? This doesn't update. What if I went to here and did refresh? Still does not update. I really do need to just reload it. And now it's correct. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Just for shits and giggles, what if I went here And it always serialize. Hmm? Moving it... moving it doesn't update either. It's still the old position. So not even that. For some reason, it just does not want to update. Huh. Okay. Oh, no, it's there. Okay. But what? But why? Why can I also only do a refresh here? Why can't I do a cleanup? Like, you know. Well, it's part of the landscape. What if I did this? Uh-oh. That doesn't do anything. Is there a way to just have an update? No, that also doesn't update it. Why don't I have a way of updating this? Freaking without reloading the level. It has to be a way, right? I mean, the fact that these are here clearly means it's not working. If we reload here... There it is. And then if I come here and then reload... you, fresh you, there it goes. It goes away. Just understands that it's actually in the water. It's not perfect. Let's put it that way. It's not perfect. Also, from everything I've tried, there's no way for it to follow the real curvature of the landscape. It still considers this area to be water. I even went as far as trying projections. I even tried projections, and it still considers the original area where the water was as the water area. It's sad. It's sad. But chicken butt. If we go here, spline, wait, what? Splines. We go segments. The current level, no. Where's the... Oh, there's the mesh. Let's do 10, 100, 50, 30, 2. Why are you just there? Ah. Hold on, let me undo this thing. I think that's just literally putting it at segments. I wanted to put a mesh in. But that's not really putting a mesh in. That's spawning a cube. That's not what... Also, I'm probably blocking the view. So I'm doing it right here. Landscape deformation, mesh, right? Material override, mesh scale, cast shadow. Spline meshes. Found it. Okay. So we need to be in... Select this stuff. And then I can add my spline mesh. And then we can do it here. So, if I wanted to. If I select all of these and I don't scale to width, right, it's going to be a nice... So we can scale it to width, which is nice. Center horizontally, I guess, could be useful. Center adjust, no Z scaling. And then we got a nice road. The only thing is interesting because it goes off of the mesh, which is good to know. It goes off the spline, right? But it doesn't... If it's deformed with something later, like water or patches or whatever it is, it doesn't actually care. So, good to know. But you are able to put different ones, I guess, in different areas, which is kind of cool. It's no different than me doing it through PCG, though. In fact, through PCG, it's still better. So, because we can do it... like so, through just PCG. And then we control how close or far or whatever it is. So if we want to have them more stretched or less stretched or whatever else, we can. So I guess it's fine. Realistically, for this to work, you probably want splines on top. And even then, it's water still cutting into it a bit. So you gotta be careful. Or you probably want to do a end offset like that. Yeah. And then to make sure it doesn't go on the road, we can do a before this. A difference node of you, binary. No. Oh, I guess it needs the sampler. So really we need the sampler from this. And then we need a bounds modifier. 5. Might be easier to do a set. Assuming that's working? Day and setting. Excuse me? Set, intersect, include, translate. Scale it back. Why is the height not working? Oh, there we go. I just had to be, like, really high. The only problem is it doesn't follow the road spline, does it? Is there any way to get the... Get property, all world actor, spy class, landscape. I wish I... No properties found to extract. Point 0.5 is the thickness of the road. So we know the 0.5 is the thickness of the road, so I guess that's fine. We don't need this. If 0.5 is the thickness... it's the thickness right now. If I went to... We went to here. We made it thinner. Oh! It sort of works, but not really. I don't like the fact that it sort of works. Why does this work the way it does? Way above your comprehension, that's okay. I want to get the bounds of it exactly as it is. That's all I want. So... this gets the bounds exactly as it is. But the problem is... oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. The problem is this doesn't quite line up. Same. And I would love it if it lined up. Why can I not do that? Is there a landscape? This is a landscape spline control point. Landscape spline actor. Select multiple. Can I get half width? Or I guess I need to copy internal name. Width. No. Nothing has it. What if I was checking the landscape? No. What if I was what if I checked landscape spline mesh actor? No. Is the problem with trial and error. Sometimes it doesn't work.
Pausing for ads.
Boop. Okay. I mean, you could you could do a projection or something. I mean, you can get this stuff, so you can do the cutout. It just doesn't. It's not going to be exact, and I would like to be exact about it. I want to be exact. Sag. There's no data. Get height only, get layer weights, get actor reference, component, it's not gonna help me. Actor reference, it's not gonna help me. Should I get layer weights, but doesn't output it? Excuse me. Component selection tag settings by class. Doesn't give me any other information. It's clearly sampling the entire landscape. Oop. I was hoping for better information. What possible reason? Can I do a... Hold on. This has density information? Yes. Density filter. Hold on. We might be cooking with this. If we do a density filter and we filter only one. Or I guess we can do a point filter instead. I guess doesn't really matter at that point, right? It gets converted anyway. We could say equal to point point density constant 0 constant 1, and that gets us as close as we can, pretty much, to the path. Now that ain't perfect, but as close as we're gonna get. So theoretically, we use this. Then we use a well, this is not what I expected. Shit. This is really cool. But I guess for the actual spawning, we still just want to use this. The problem is it now would not take in consideration the width of that, because the point isn't scaled. So, but I think it's because of this. So if we just scale this down, And move it up a little bit. 0.02. Aha! And then we have it the right size. And then we can scale this up by 1. Or up to 1. On uniform scale. We have the thickness back. And it works on the full thickness of this area. And now, I don't know, you. We have you, which is kind of what we wanted. The only thing is, I guess from here I'd want to do a bounds modifier. Scale it up. So we have a lot more height of this. And then, yeah, it's not perfect. Why is it not perfect? Why is it not perfect? Why can I not just get the information that I want? It would be so nice. Why does it do it the way it does? These are the things I want to know. Right, like this right here. Just. But why? So we don't want this. Right? This is all fine. We don't want this. So I guess can I not add? All right, I can't add a component tag or a tag to this thing. And the difference does not cut out spline meshes. It would cut out that though. So it's not perfect. But it works. Okay, fine, so be it. So be it. The only question I have then is if I don't do this and we go back here and we re-add the spline, right? The spline mesh. We tell it to no Z scaling. Ooh, this is not nearly as nice as the one I have. Interesting. The one with BCG is better. Because I cannot specify that I want a certain amount of cuts here. But BCG is better. What I wanted to see though is I cannot add like a gameplay tag to it or anything like that. I can change the collisions. So, okay, you know what? It's fine. We will say this is a win for PCG. Why is 800 here? 799 doesn't move. Huh. Oh, it's because that's where it on a 1,000 distance increment, that's where it falls, right? Yeah. If you have smaller distance increment, obviously you can get up closer. That makes sense, and I can stop this from being on top. And now look at it. It's beautiful. It conforms. It curves. It's very wobbly here. Just don't look at that. I have no idea why it does that. But look, none of the stuff is growing there. None of the stuff's growing here. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me just, Oh, I need to not refresh that. That's the one annoying thing that I have to do is just do a cleanup generate on the biomes. I wish I didn't have to. There you go. Found it. Found the problem one. Oh. Yeah, I wasn't even looking at this one, which is kind of funny. I mean, sure, why not? This is my temporary test area, so I guess it's fine. There you go. Just lower it down, it's fine. Lower it down and just regenerate them. It's fine. It was the one I didn't do, wasn't it? It was this one. Wait, no? Why is it still floating? Why are you still floating? Oh, there we go. Beautiful. You can look out into the sunset over very high waved water. But it's not a tutorial on how to make good water. This is going to be a tutorial on how to use all this with BCG and get the information from it. So, I mean, it'll be a basics of how to use this stuff too. But it's fine. I just realized the road. Oh, it's because I scaled it and I need to... refresh it. There we go. I was like, why is the road off? Yeah, there we go. Problem solved. Woohoo! Okay. I think we're good. I think I got everything I need for tomorrow. Trains. Game dev? I think we go game dev. Back down here. Let's go game dev. Let's go. Yes. Aha! Back we go. Turn the lights back on. It's relatively dark today, but it hasn't been raining, so I guess it's cloudy. Although it says sunny. It just says sunny today, not even a thing of clouds. Which is odd. I'll take it though. I much prefer that. I like cloudy. I grew up with cloudy. Preferably not with a chance of meatballs, but honestly, if it starts raining meatballs, I mean, I'm not going to complain. Put my things closed. It didn't open my windows because I was... did I close them last time? Did not reopen them last time? Well, thankfully I remember what I needed to adjust. We were working on Hue. We were working on you. There it is. Controller support. Okay. So we can do custom for left for all of these. Stop on the rest. I don't know what that. I'm blocking it. Still blocking it. I don't know what next and previous is for navigation. I understand up, down, left, right. That makes sense. Also, why is this the order? Left, right, up, and down. It's not alphabetical. It's not the order people normally think about them. I think up, down, left, right. Why start to the left and then go to the right and then goes up and then down? I feel like up, down should be on above, left, right. These are the things that I wonder. Okay, so we want selected index. And then here it's going to go 0. And it's also... can I set... I don't think I can set here. Yeah, I cannot set here. But what I could do is, on construction, make sure it's set. Yeah. So, what we're going to do is do a decrement when it goes left. And then it needs to check if it is lesser. If it is less than 0. And if it is, then we want to put selected index to the last one, which is going to be 11. And then we get that. I guess you know what I'm gonna do a sequence here. So I can just do this here. Let's do a sequence, this first, and then just always return. There we go. That'll be easier. When it's right, this is going to be increased. And if it is greater than 11, and becomes 0. For up and down, it's going to be a little bit different. So here for up, it is going to needs to be selected index minus 6 and then we'll check if that is less or equal to 0. First, we want to set it. Okay. And if it is less than 0, then we need to take. We do a subtract here. We're going to go 11. If it is 1 over, then it needs to be 11. So I'll actually do 12 minus the absolute. Or I guess I just do 12 plus the selected index. Which will guess the same thing. Because if this is negative minus 1, then we'll select 11, which is the final one. Okay. That all works. This up a little more. Hey, Scandalous. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Doing well, doing well. Okay, so for a down, we need to add 6. Why is that the default that it chooses? Add 6. And then we check if this is greater than 11. What am I cooking? Setting up the controller navigation. What setup do I have for internet, by the way? What is Ethernet? I don't understand the question. Ethernet? That's my setup? And if it is greater than, then we just do select index minus 11. Because if it is greater than, if it is 12, minus 11 will get us, no, it's minus 12. No, if it's 11, yeah. If it was 12, then we wanted to go to 0. I think this is correct. Let's find out where I messed up. Just a second. Some people use Mocha or a power line extender or a really long connector, and I was curious. I don't know what any of those things are. I just plug my computer in to the Ethernet. I don't know I don't know what the rest of that is. I'm not a network engineer. I don't know all the network stuff, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because I never needed it. Depends how you look at it. Should probably plug in.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hey! That works! Oh, look at that! It's perfect! When is your time changing? End of October, I believe. It's usually around Halloween. All I remember is for you, because your time doesn't change, you're going to get an extra hour difference. So I forget which direction that is. I think it's -1 then. So you're going to... So instead of being like 4 hours apart, you'll be 5 hours apart. Finally? No, this is the good time. It's gonna be worse. If I recall correctly, you were complaining about the time difference last time. It's gonna get worse for you, not better. At least if I recall correctly. Finally, the controller support. I have controller support everywhere. I just finished setting this up and just in this window. I have controller support everywhere else. What do you mean, finally? Why can I not? Oh, why is it the back button I need for that one? I feel like the select button should also quit me from that menu. You fall back, you spring forward. I mean, depends. If you have like a really springy ass and you fall back on your ass, and that might propel you up, yeah, sure. You got your some good butt muscles. You fall on your ass and just boom. I don't have those. So that's because you'll be going to sleep at midnight from now on. You'll be able to just say hi. if you're gonna go to sleep at midnight, which is good, like in a healthy way. Still so thick it's got suspension, yeah. That would make it so after the time change, you would go to sleep around 8 o'clock my time. So if my math calculations are correct, right now for you is 11:36. Right? Did I do the math right? It's 11:36 right now. Sleep at midnight, wake up at 5? That is not enough sleep, good guts. But if I'm right on the math of correct, it's okay. Yeah, 11:36. We don't do 24-hour here. 11:36. That means after October, this time would be 12:36. So I would be going live at 11:30 your time. Hey, Anxiety, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Are you also in Brazil? So yeah, I'll be going live for half a year, basically at 11:30 at night for you. So you can stop by and say hi. I'm just glad you're gonna have, you found a job, which is great. You have to do speedrun for roasting me? That's okay. 10:38 for you. You're on the East Coast then. Yeah, it's 7:37 here. Yep. Yeah, like savings time, you never change your clause, just 6 months of the fast math. Wait, what? But the East Coast right now, like North America, is 10:38, not 11. So are you sure your fast math is working? If you're in North America? I mean, I guess it depends where you're in North America. What do you mean your PC should auto update to the time? You're more excited before for working, but sad things happen at night? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're is it job related? I hope you're still getting paid than what you were expecting. Hours are still what you were expecting. Deep East 11:30? What is the Deep East? To be fair, I mean, like, I don't know the time zones. Time zone chart. Who the hell is this little thing here? Put it in here. Yeah, for you to be, you would be here in this. I guess if you're like all the, wait, is there, wait, hold on. Is there a more east area of the US that's in a different time zone? I thought East Coast was the most, because look, this is stupid, by the way. This is stupid. Why is this part clearly further east? Like, and why does it say -4 and -3? Why is this both? Pick one. Same thing here. What? Oh, I guess it depends on Pacific versus not Pacific. Got it. This one just doesn't change. Got it. Okay, fair enough. Brazil is -4, -3. Depends where you are. Yeah, today I learned that there's more east than east in both the US and Canada. What the hell is this? There's nothing here. What is this weird cutout for a time zone of -11? Like, just genuine question. What is this time zone slot for? There's nothing here. Instead of shifting the time, can we just make the sun go back a bit? I mean, is it shifting the time would effectively make the sun be relatively forward or back? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Guts. I hope she recovers. Sending best wishes. They do what they feel like? Yeah. You're offending the fish? Sorry. Their island is just too tiny? I mean, maybe. But, like, it tells you, like, this is, like, Kingsman Reef. He doesn't show you the islands here. So, maybe. But, yeah, I guess they're... Today I learned. Also, that map was too bright. I like this darker screen better. I wanted to come here and gamepad face button right. We also want to include special left. Come here, interact, enter. Right, we can do this. We can exit. Still can't. Oh, you know, I need to do it on those cards. Also. You. Not messing with enhanced input system, I see. Someone told me that you can use enhanced input system like in UI, but I don't know how. Because for my testing, you can't. And this is how I've done it in the past. This is how I did it even in Unreal like 4. So it's just the way I know how to do it. If I could do enhanced input, it would make my life easier, probably, but... Is fine not her first rodeo? Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Do you want to go to Europe? old people are crazy a lot of times. Yeah, but I'm glad, you know, you guys are saying, and you're like, yeah, no, go to the ER. As I always say, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to go get it checked out than not and find out, you know, that something could have been prevented. Case in point, you know, the great Total Biscuit would have still been with us if he got his stuff checked when it first started to discomfort him. You know? Still miss the guy. I still have 2 shirts that I bought that are still in packages that probably are in terrible condition inside those packages that I have not been able to bring myself to even open. But they're still in packages somewhere. Are you glad to hear that your grandma fell the stairs multiple times? That's crazy. I mean, she's, you know, she's spry and young, I'm sure. She's probably enjoying herself, just jumping down the stairs. It's the fastest way to get down. Then there's a no cult enhance input, and you can find, you know, I know I can do like enhance input. I can do this, but it won't trigger. So I don't know how to make this stuff trigger while the game is paused inside of UI. So that's why I do it this way, because as far as I know, that's the way to do it. If there was a tutorial that you know that shows how to use enhance input inside of UMG, send it my way. To be fair, I've never looked for it either. So maybe it's possible, it's just I've never looked for it. Like from the on key down, you're doing hard code looking for key. Get node and find the assigned keys for input actions from there. Get node. What? The only things I can get here are the key, event navigation action, event navigation direction, user index, input event from key event, and data registry item. Enhance input local player subsystem. I assume this. Do I need to basically re-add it inside of... Do I basically need to do what I did on what I have on the player? Wait. This? Give the player controller. Do I? I just do that. Why do I have this? The hell's the point of this? Why do I have that there? Was past me that stupid, or was that like part of the default that was there originally? I just... It all works fine. Oh, hold on, what's going on? Access not trying to read property, player controller, subsystem. What? Oh. You're welcome. Hold on, before I do that, just do find references by name. Just do that. Let's do that. Just confirm. Yeah, that's all fine. Why the hell was I? I don't know why that was there. Why'd I have a cast to it? I have no idea. I think that might be Unreal's default setup. And maybe that's why I had it. Because I don't know why else I would have it. Below that note, to get input action keys, then you can get the registered on that action. Oh, this doesn't take an input. No, and get input. Get all mappable action key mappings. Don't get action? There's no get action. Just get all player mappable key mappings. And then finally get an action. But that doesn't really help me. There's the key. What do you mean, like, get... No? Well, for example, I have one that's called attack, but that's not here. Okay, so if I look at my... where is it? Input. Right, so I have one, let's say, IA dash. Right, I can't put that in. I can't put in dash. So, yeah, if I find the tutorial for how to set up with enhanced input actions, absolutely I'll set it up with enhanced input actions. Instead of, you know, specific keys. I just don't know how to. Because you can... Yeah, no idea. I'll look into it at some point. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this won't be hard coded at the end. There's some things that I want to change with this too. A lot of this is done over and over and over. This really should be like go into a blueprint function library. So I just reuse a bunch of this, honestly. But it's fine. Like this, a bunch of this can be inside of a blueprint function library because I reuse it everywhere. I've just been lazy. So come here, right? Go inside. Look at all the nice cards. You can press B to get the information about them. So that all works. Up, down, left, right, you know. Actually got it first try. Press select, leave, select, leave. That just still opens here. Ooh, this is... Pressing down on this thing is broken. And pressing up here is broken. If it's on the first one I press up, it should just stay there. It's on the last one I press down, it should just stay there. I don't want it to wrap because the wrapping doesn't make sense. I mean, it can wrap. It can wrap. Let's see about fixing that real quick. While we're here, might as well. Deck builder. You wish all cables were braided? Then they wouldn't tangle. You have a massive ball of cables to sort through? Well, here's the solution. Okay? Don't. Just plug it in as is. Problem solved. As long as you find the right start and end, it doesn't matter. Just have a little bit of extra flair for the rest of it. Get enhanced input user settings. Then find key by action. Get enhanced input user settings. Yeah, that's not a thing. Or is it not? Is there not get? Just enhanced? No. Enhanced input. Oh, with a subsystem. Get enhanced input user settings. Find no. Dash no. IA no. Then what do you mean find key by action? Action. Query keys map to action message. Action. Ah. Well, no, that gives me multiple. I guess if multiple things are assigned to it. Like if there's only one, I guess I can only get the first one, and then I can plug it in. Unless you can do query key singular. Yeah, that's what I just did. Here. Query map key in context set, in active context set. Interesting. And that seems like the only one that makes sense. Okay, so if I did, this is on the card shop selector that's on the screen, right? If I did escape, let's try this. Oh, you did? So it should be this, I believe. Let me just confirm with going here. Yeah. That totally works. And just confirm that's what's doing it. I will just detach that. Hold on. No, hold on. It still works. It wasn't that. Because I think I'm doing it in the wrong place. I need to do it. Oh, not here. Bus card here. It's going with this one. Sorry, one second. I had to put it in the right place. Okay. I'm gonna detach this, then it should stop working. Then, yeah, I cannot. It doesn't work anymore. Good. And then, you go away. And then you go in here. No. No. Attempt to access index 0 from array. Type struct variable of length of 0. On key down. That didn't work.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Escape. Gamepad. Oh, wait. Special. Wrong one. IA pause is the one I wanted. But either way, it should have found a mapping. If it said there was nothing mapped, yeah, I should have still found a mapping. Oh yeah, that's totally where the cast came from. It's from the default setup. I wonder if that's the problem. Oh. Nope. Let's see. I don't see. I just scroll through all of this, but I don't see anything about this in being inside of, a widget. None of this is inside a widget. This is just inside of probably the character or blueprint or something. Yeah. Right, event begin play does not happen in a widget, so that's not a thing. This is clearly a function. Get owning player. Hold on. Okay, is it a get owning player? Is it this? It's for a widget? Because that's a widget icon, right? Nope. Enhance input local player system. Enhance input local player subsystem. Yeah. Get enhanced input settings. Get current key profile. Thanks. I love how much zoomed in this is. I don't know. But this doesn't get me anything. Or does the keys map to the given action in the active input mapping context? Well, it's not active. Is that the problem? Do I need to add the mapping context here? That isn't it's pushing the character, but when you go and pause the game, and inside of UI, none of it works. It doesn't just happen to work inside of UI. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, by default, none of the buttons will do anything because the game is paused and none of it is active inside of UI. So... yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah. Still nothing. Yeah, and I just tried add mapping context. I have no idea. Again, if there's an actual tutorial and not Epic's shitty documentation, then I'll gladly watch it. But as of right now, Epic's is still consistent in their documentation being shit and useless. Sorry, Epic, but you gotta admit that's true. I'll set it up if I know how, but problem's not knowing how. Oh yeah, I never turned the text back on after the one guy I tried to ban. before. Yeah. Like, it could be because the game's paused. It could be because it's set to UI only. It could be a lot of things. Right? The game is right now in UI only mode. So the setup needs to work in UI only. There's no, like, I don't need it to be in game mode. Because otherwise, if it's in game mode, then the character will still do actions like attack and everything else. And I don't want any of those actions to, push through. So it's UI only mode, so yeah. But we were going to fix up this. So this is left. If it's equal to 0, I can just get the last index. Yeah. Get child index -1 will be that. Otherwise, -1 is. So that will roll back. If it is equal to that, then it goes to 0. Otherwise, ++. Yep. If it goes up, if it is less or equal to 8, it does this. But what we're going to check is if it is also then just if it is equal to 0. Then return this instead, which is going to be the final one. So if you press up, it'll go to the first one. But if you press up again or left, it'll go to the last one. And then for down, here we'll see it'll go to the final one. But if it is already at the final one, just clean this up a little bit. And if it's already at the final one, then it will go to the first one. So now if I press down and up, yeah, so that works now. So if I press left, it goes to the last one. If I press right, it goes to the first one. If I press up, it goes to the last one. Down, goes to the last one. What I could do is if I press up here, right, it goes up. Down will go down. I could make it that if I press down here, if there's not a card down there, it'll go to the next one over. But I feel like that might not be what you want, so I'm gonna just keep it like this. This seems like the most intuitive thing. It allows you to go really quickly back and to the bottom, so yeah. That works for me. Okay. fantastic. Do we want to fix some more things? So is there more stuff to fix? Hold on. What do I have on my list? Anything that's quick to do? Mr. Fix It. Well, right now, it's like, might as well. Let's see. Deck to collection from the middle causes deselection. No. No, it doesn't. I don't like that flash, though. No, I don't like that flash. Wait, how did I just... Oh, I can just click on it. I shouldn't be able to do that. If I just left click on a card that's not selected, I shouldn't be able to just bring it back. Okay, we can look into that one. That wasn't what I was, trying to find, but I found another bug. Yay! Okay, let's think about this one. This is going to be from the card. Yeah, do you see this mess? This is such a mess. And this is all not because of this. It's because of how UMG just works. I'm reusing the same widget in so many different places. And because of that, I need to do different things on different aspects. And then for every single one of these, I have to check which button I'm pressing. And then do something different based on, like, which mode it's in. And then... Yeah. This is one of the worst things I have. And I don't know a solution to it as of yet. Because... this basically what needs to be a giant switch statement. Instead, it's a giant branch tree. But I can't do a switch statement on inputs. But maybe I can if I had the input system where I have all my input keys, then I can do a switch on them. And then I can do, like, if it's this, this, that would be easier. But that's only if the enhanced input thing that you were showing ever works. So there's ways of cleaning up, but so if I do left click, this is all controller support. Because it's not on key down. a mouse button down. I was looking in the wrong place. If it's left mouse button and control is down, nope. Left mouse button and alt is down, nope. Right mouse button, nope. So it goes here. If it's deck unavailable. Oh. What? Well, don't do this. Don't move card to other section. Is okay. So okay, that fixes that, but why does it stop being selected then? If game mode is set to UI only, then enhanced input can't run because player controller is disabled at that moment. Oh, so that's what I thought. That's why you kind of had to do it the way I've been doing it. Yeah. Common UI plugin is the enhanced input for UI, but still experimental as well since 5.2. I'm using Common UI. Common UI plugin is the enhanced input for UI. How do you... Is there a specific... I mean, does Common UI have documentation that's really good? I haven't seen it. Like, because it's still by Epic. No, it doesn't. It's still got... Yeah, look, but... Yeah, look, here's Common UI overview. Key concepts. Nodes. Input router goes to highest painted root widget. What does this mean? Who knows? There's not going to explain it. Activable widgets. How do you use them? Who knows? They're not going to explain it. There ain't no links to anything else to explain anything. Anyway, why does it stop being selected? No, so it doesn't go here. It shouldn't go here. The tomatoes, Unreal Explorer needs to assist. The tomatoes? Oh. I understand the reference. He used to work for Epic. He doesn't anymore. He got laid off with a bunch of people. Unfortunately. Okay. Where is it from? It's from here. Okay. If it is mouse and keyboard, reset it. I need to find out if it was the left key press also. Shit. What is this? Focus on structure. But I can't break the struct? What do I do with this? What? It's a struct, but it's not a struct? What is this? Focus on structure. Well, I wanted to. So this is the way this is here because if I was to open my menu with a controller, it selects the first thing, right? But if I open it with a keyboard and mouse, it still selects the first thing. And so that was my way of making it so, hey, if I have a keyboard and mouse, don't select the first thing. But for some reason, when I click, it also does the event on added to focus path. But I need to figure out how to tell what button's being pressed. How do you know what button's being pressed? Could I... let me see the order of operations here. If I did a print string A and a print string B, as long as it prints like BA, which means AB, bottom to top, right? Then we're fine. A then B. A then B. Okay. So what we can do then is add a variable, left click, turn that on. And we want to make sure that left click is not on. And then here, in either scenario, we're going to make sure that it's re-disabled for whatever. If actually, just in case, I can just make sure it's disabled at the beginning here. You had a YouTube video on the Discord covering common UI. It seems like it was helpful. Disclosure, but Game 5.3 pause menu project. Shout out to previous common UI video. Enable and enhance. Okay, enhance support and project settings. Input actions and input map. Oh, here we go. Wait. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, yeah, okay. Column mapping context metadata. Metadata for generic inputs. This is just the player controller stuff. Okay, do not care about this yet. Bind and click back to AI navigation. I mean... He keeps it in game mode, doesn't he? Keeps it in game mode, game and UI mode. Hey, Sensation Black, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Articulating splines? I have no idea what that means.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Maybe you're showing your age. I have no idea what that means. I couldn't tell you if that was a boomer thing or a zoomer thing or a SimCity 2000 reference. Ah, okay. I never played SimCity 2000. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this gives me the information I need. Thanks for trying, though. Let her have the videos displaying enhanced input for game within UI. No, but it's not it's not set to UI only. Right? Enhanced input doesn't work inside of UI. We've confirmed this. So, like UI mode only. So, I mean, unless I'm not supposed to ever go into UI mode. He set up UI only graphics. Where does it? Can you tell me the exact time where he sets it to UI only? Just think I'll just go to that time just to see. Okay, but theoretically, this should solve the problem. If I go tab, the first thing is not selected. So select all the things, good. If I press select on the controller, there it is. It's selected. Tab, not selected. Select. Yeah, it retains the selection I had, which was there. Why do the... Why does the text move? Do we not fix this shit yesterday? It doesn't move here. But it does move here. So we fix it partially. God damn it. And it's already set to always show the scroll bar. Why? Why? It was so close. It moves. It moves for just a moment. Um. Hmm. But that's not it. Am I not doing this? I am. Oh, it's because it's valid. Is that it? It's valid on the very first time? Yeah, somehow it's valid on the first time. Okay. Not gonna question it. Yeah, still moves. So it doesn't start doing any of its calculations or whatever it's doing until I was going for the other one. No, it still moves even after this delay. Still see it. Why? But why does it do this? Did we not appease the gods? Is there now all user specified scales? You know? They're user specified scales now? I hate it so much. This is the... Oh, now it's fine. Hold on. Now it's fine here. It's not fine on a scaled screen. But it's fine here. It doesn't move here. Why? What? I mean, that's an unreal thing at that point. There's nothing I can do about that. For some reason, it's somehow different when the resolution's different. If I did standalone game. Yeah, it probably will, but it does not move, okay? It does not move here. No moving. If I make it just a little bit wider. I think it moves. It moves very slightly. I see it move ever so slightly. And if I do something like this, like extra wide, yeah, I see it move more. If I did this, so it moves. Basically, if it was the original aspect ratio, which is hard to do, except let's do this now. Right, if I do here, it doesn't move at all. So basically, it doesn't move as long as the aspect ratio is 16:9. Solution. We lock the aspect ratio. No, but one thing that I did just notice. I know, I actually unlocked it. But one thing I just noticed, though, and I will need to figure out how to get around this. Once it loads in. Is if I was to do this. You see how... I mean, no one has an aspect ratio this wide, but the point of this is I can see a lot further. A lot further. Like the... So what I would want is to almost because this is, I think, a matter of with FOV versus vertical FOV. Horizontal FOV versus vertical FOV? Is that because it has a minimum FOV? Well, it has a set FOV. And basically, it's trying to, I think, keep the vertical FOV as it is. Right? I think this FOV is keeping consistent because you can see, like, right there, I have this little thing just right there. And if I move it up, right, I still have that little bit of the next thing. So, right, no matter how much I increase it, the vertical is consistent. And the horizontal is just whatever it is, right? I still see the little W and whatever. Even if it's like down here. Right? This is always consistent. And then it's like, okay, well, if this is what's consistent, then I need to make it wider to make this. So I could squish it, probably figure out a way of squishing it horizontally. But then the problem will become, well, vertically, what do you do? Because then you will not see very much of the screen at all. So there's no real winning here. Because you either see very little of the screen because you have too wide of a monitor, basically, or you see too much of the screen. There's no winning here. So we'll figure something out. What might need to happen? Well, I guess I should. How do games like Path of Exile do it? Ish. What is this? Why is this the first button? What is this AI mode garbage? I want less AI crap. It's like, it's just shoving it into our throats and be like it. If I wanted to get the AI questions or AI answers, I would go. You even have an AI over you below. Stop force feeding it. Dear God. Try AI. No. Okay, so Path of Exile does what it is doing right now, basically. Where you just see more. Normally you would see this, and you just see more, and that's fine. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It is doing the same setup as mine currently is. You know what? I feel more comfortable than keeping it as is. Yeah, you just... If you have a really wide monitor, yeah, that's just what you get. You just see outside the map and you just deal with it. It's not designed for it, but if you want to, enjoy, I guess. Okay, you know what? I feel fine about my stuff then. Literally see outside the map on such a real wide monitor. Because this is what? This has to be three monitors. Yeah, this is 3 monitor wide. I still want to find a single monitor display that is 3 monitors wide. That is my dream. To this day, I want a monitor that is wide enough that is 3 1440p monitors. And that basically reads as 3 monitors. And I could combine them if I want. But I wanted to be able to be this is a full screen, this is a full screen, this is a full screen, just no bevels. That is my dream setup. It doesn't exist, but that's my dream setup. Get rid of the bells, basically. One day. Because there is a double, right? There is the double ones, but not the triple ones. There's the G9. Right, like there's this one, which is insane. Right? But like as insane as it is, it's still 2 monitors wide. Right, 32:9 is 2 16:9 side to side. I want 3. I want 3. I know I'm asking insane things, but I'm used to a 3 monitor setup. And the problem with if I have one of these, right, and I do like a full screen on half of it, then it's not in the center. Unless my main monitor is like offset and I have another side monitor, and that just feels weird. So I want 3. That it would probably cost too much for me to ever buy because this one is insanely expensive, I'm pretty sure already. What's the price of this? Yeah, this one's $1,300. Say it's from $2,200. Or maybe it is $2,200. I don't know. Either way, too expensive. But I need a 3 display. One day, one monitor like that will come out. It's a beautiful monitor, but I want 3. If a monitor brand is watching, please. Can you make one, please? 3 1440p displays, 27-inch. 3 27-inch 1440p displays together in one, no bezels. It doesn't even need to be considered to be one monitor. I'm fine with it to be 3 monitors. You know, you plug in 3 cables. They don't even combine ever. But just remove the bezels, basically. A man can dream. A man can dream. Okay, we fixed the problems. We're ignoring the one that we just found. It's fine. We deal with it. It's fine. Okay, so then what I want to do is try repackaging it real quick. We haven't changed very much since yesterday when we repackaged it. So theoretically, this shouldn't take long and should succeed on the first try like it did yesterday. Now, theory and reality are 2 different things. They're a little bit different. A man can dream. It's all I can do. I expect nothing except failure and disappointment, and the rest are all dreams. What do I expect? How do I expect my game to do? I expect it to burn and crash, and no one tries it even. Or like 5 people try it, and that's it. That is what I expect my game to do, genuinely. Whenever it comes out, whenever the early access or whatever, if I try to do a Kickstarter, my deep fear is, you know, maybe like 3 people will support it, and then Kickstarter dies. Yeah. I don't even know how much money I would need to finish this game. If I need to hire people, does Kickstarter? Do people go from Kickstarter to release or to Kickstarter to early access? As long as the Kickstarter says it's to get to early access, I mean, I guess it's fine, probably. Man, if a demo on itch.io will get 50, come on. Yeah, but this won't be a demo on itch.io, it'll be on Steam. And it wouldn't be free. Although, I should probably make a demo that is free. Hey, look at that! It finished successfully, first try. I'm just gonna zip the file first. So don't mess with it. I probably should. Well, I guess I would need to do. I would want to do a demo probably if I was to do a Kickstarter. Yep. Do people make demos for Kickstarters? Because usually I know a lot of them are very early on. Why is music and effects down by default that low? I feel like this is broken, but I need to set up a proper options menu at some point. I think, because yeah, they have to have rewards for backers, absolutely. Yeah, this all works. Yeah, there's the item. Oh, you know what it is? This is not rotated properly. That's why it looks weird. Why is that not rotated properly? I'm not going to repackage it. It's fine, but we can quickly fix that. I don't know what I can barely figure out what rewards to freaking put on Patreon, let alone what I'd want for Kickstarter goals or Kickstarter in general. One thing I do want, by the way, for sure, at some point, is to all of these cards, whatever design they go with, I want physical cards of. Because I think it would be awesome having these as physical cards. Yeah. Kickstarter would be like Easter eggs, exclusive in-game content for early access. Yeah, physical card prints for sure. Be a good reward for backers. That'd be sick. Yeah, like maybe a very high-end like reward could be like you get to customize a power-up or something. Like I work with someone to like figure out like a power-up that needs to like that would stack and be a passive power up that can be put into the game or something. There's ideas I can come up with for sure. Name a minion. Minions, maybe. Maybe name it boss. Or maybe like, hey, $1,000? Build your own boss. Work with someone to build a boss. For $1,000, that might be too low. For $10,000, build the boss. I mean, there would have to be limitations. So I guess I do have ideas. You know what? I lied. Clearly, I have some ideas. I don't know if they're good ideas, but I have some ideas. But that's still concerns. Because if we go to Kickstarter. Actually, have not been on Kickstarter almost ever. But if I pull up Kickstarter, right. So I'm searching right now for video games. Sorted by magic. Projects on Earth. Fine with me.
Ads are here.
Okay.
Pausing for ads.
I guess we wait for ads first. The one true... Is this supposed to be OTK? Hold on a second. No, the Truth King. I misread. I don't know why I put one here. I was like, is that supposed to be... No, that's not Asmongold. That's not OTK. I tell you, he's not even part of OTK anymore. I don't know why. He was very close. I was like, it's a white man with a beard. It must be Asmongold. That was such a leap in logic. My God. I mean, let's pull up some like random ones. 152% funded. That are 12 days left. I want to see ones that are like failed as well. 13 days left. Yeah. Oh, it's a magazine. I don't go with this one. 5 days left funded. Okay. 9 days left, 7% funded. Let's see that one. The logic made sense though, to be fair. A little bit. This one's almost funded. 1 day left, 4% funded. The hell? 5% funded for here. Let's do just one more load just to see some other random ones. 5 days left, 1% funded. Okay. Let's just look at these random ones. So this one wanted 27,500 only. Right? 27,500 for this, which seems like it's pretty like well developed. It has, you know, an aesthetic. It has the entire thing. So the question is, what do they need 27,000 only for? $20 unique recruitable characters, 200. Like, this does not seem like the 27,000 is going to make a difference. What is the point of this? This is like a full game. Why are they asking for 27,000? Okay, they're not asking for 27,000. They're asking to expand the game further. Really? Right? They've got the game. They're just trying to raise money, basically. Let's be realistic here. They have the game. They do not need 27,000 for this big of a game. Does not do anything. Okay, so pointless Kickstarter. Because I'll tell you, it takes a lot more money to do all of everything they've done so far than 27,000. This one, for also 27,000, just not enough to make a game. 48,000, still not a lot, right? Right, this one seems a lot, you know, simpler, but it also means that it can potentially, you know, be expanded a lot more. So his goal was 48,120. Oh, I guess Canadian, which was probably $30,000. Oh, euro. Okay. Right. So for a single person, for a simple game, I can see that being enough. Single person making the game, right? Cool. I can see that. It's a relatively small game, simple style. You know. I get it. Next. $1,600 goal. I mean, they've only gone 8 backers. Like, nothing against the person, but I understand why. Right? It doesn't scream wow. Like when you see this. So I get it. If they don't have a following, they're like that already is interested in it, then I understand why, right? $1,600 is not enough to make a game. Let's be realistic here. Like of like a big scale. Obviously, it's enough to make a game, but it's not. It's gonna make a game for free. But in terms of making a game like on a bigger scale, right? This could be very fun. But visually, right, you don't look at this and be like, as someone that's not familiar with all this, that this is like, oh my god, I want to play it. Is that 100 for Steam's fee? Well, no, this is how much is back so far. He's asking $1,600 Canadian. So that's like $1,200 US or something like that. Probably €1,000. That's how much it's backed so far. Or pledged. This one is almost at the goal. 18 plus homoerotic visual novel. I'm not playing that. I can understand why people would want to see more. Right? But again, like these numbers are low, right? This is clearly like one person making this as a hobby. Right? This is a low number. Again, 27,000 is still low. Right? Probably one, maybe two people making this, you know, as again, small group, making this as a hobby project. But like, what I'm getting at is all these numbers really are low in terms of their goal. That's what I wanted to point out here. Like, their original goal is always small. And this is not realistic, like, for me to, like, finish my game. Unless I want to, you know, have it take years and years and years. At that point, I can just do it as a hobby anyway. I'm already going to continue as a hobby. right? For it to become like a thing, it would need to be like hundreds, 100,000 or something, right? Where you could just hire people to get it done quickly. Otherwise, if you don't have enough to hire people on like for full time, basically, even for like a few months, you're not gonna have. It's not gonna be worth it. So, again, 6,000 here. I'm not gonna look at the rest. 16,000 goal, 15,000 goal. Because, okay, for reference, by the way, why I say, by the way, this is a very tiny number. The reason I say the tiny number, I plan to have 100 power-ups in the game, right? That, at the very minimum, I want 100 different power-ups, which means 100 different cards, which means 100 different art designs. Okay? Let's say someone is crazy enough to say they will do them for just $100, which is an extremely cheap price, and I would be questioning the quality I'm going to get. Okay? That's $10,000. Right? You see how quickly that number goes up? Just for the cards. Just for the designs in the cards. If I ask for 100 different designs for the cards, that's 10,000 at only $100 a card. Which, if you're working for, 25 an hour, which is pretty low, that's 4 hours. If you're a senior artist, you could go $50, $70 an hour. So that's maybe 1.5 hours of your work. And you're not going to be able to do that in that amount of time. If for the same, that would be, be like $300, realistically $500, right? Times 100, it's $50,000. I haven't even talked about characters or anything. This is why games are expensive. You can absolutely, find, a buddy that's like willing to, do it for cheap, or do it for, some people are okay with doing it for like a share of the profits of the game. The one problem I see with that, and my one worry with going with that approach, like if you're wondering, like, why don't I just, you're like, okay, this person gets, 10% of the stake in the game, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, but the worry is the game doesn't do well, and they're kind of screwed over in how much they would have been paid, or it takes way too long for the game to be developed. Let's say 5 years, and they need the money now, right? And I just would feel bad. So, yes, you can get the numbers down by, having a deal, being like, okay, you get, 25% of all the sales or whatever it is, all this cool stuff. At the end of the day, they still need to pay their bills, probably now as well as later. So, yeah. That's why I have my Patreon. That's why I'm saving up the little money that I haven't touched. I haven't even withdrawn a single cent from Patreon so far. All that money is going to go towards the game. I mean, I don't have enough to hire many people, but I want to hire someone to do the game. So that's the plan, at least. Could set a budget of how long it would take if you focus solely on the game. How much time off would that cost you? I could not make this game fully by myself. I know I am not good with music. I need someone to do music. I need someone that can do character animations. That I can convert into sprites and that kind of stuff. I need an effects person. I know my strengths. I can maybe do the environments right, and do that kind of stuff, right? That's what I more specialize in. But I know I don't do effects well. I don't do audio well. I don't, right? I'd want to get people for that. Yes, there might be a good to break it into tiers. Like, hey, I would like to get a minimum 25 custom power-up cards. Cost this much. Pass the goal. You can get more. Here's the problem, though, Zero. The problem with that method is if you only get that first tier and you don't get anything past it, you now have to release the game with none of those features. I don't want to do that. I want to finish the game with what I want to finish it. I am not in a rush to finish it because right now I just want to make the best game I can. And I don't want to be like, oh yeah, but for like 5,000, I'm willing to throw. Basically, it's like for $5,000, I'm willing to throw away a lot of stuff. Early accesses, early. Oh yeah. If I could go Kickstarter to early access, that's a different story than Kickstarter to release, of course. I don't know. I didn't do research on this. Obviously, this is way too early. This is something that I might could do like in a year of actually like Kickstarter / early access. That I think I wanted. I was talking about it like a bit ago. I was thinking maybe by end of next year. But yeah, it's kind of how it is. So we'll see. Maybe by that point I'll be, in a decent place where I'm like, you know what, it's fun enough, or it's like it has interesting enough stuff. But then at that point, if it's kickstarting to early access, then why would someone Kickstarter it? If it's gonna go to early access anyway, then what's the point of the Kickstarter, right? It's like, I don't know. I don't have answers to all of this, obviously. But it's stuff that I'm thinking, and always I'm thinking of it from the point of view of the consumer. Why should I support something on Kickstarter is just going to go into early access? Right? But then if it's going to early access, then why do I care about supporting it? I don't know. I'm weird. You gotta believe in the game. If you offer an investment alt payment, they gotta be okay with the possibility of loss. I mean, yeah. I think Kickstarter Early Access is the best outcome, in my opinion. You got me started? Yeah, probably. Probably. We'll see. I don't know. Time will tell. We'll figure things out. I'm hoping by end of next year we're talking about stuff. Hopefully I'll get more people interested in the game as well in another year. Grow the channel. I don't know, get more people interested. So supporting equals faster paying for access to playing it. That's how you view it. Well, you can already pay to get access of it as it is. It's just too early for a lot of people, which I get. Because all the packages every month get put on Patreon, but it's a monthly fee then versus like a one-time payment. So, yeah. You also get all the other stuff though. You also get all the project files, but if you don't care about that, then you don't get much out of it. So I get it. It is what it is. But we'll figure stuff out as we continue on. I still need one thing I want to still figure out how to do is I need to figure out how to create like the Path of Exile style environments. Like where it looks like the camera never goes up, like never is really in the trees. It's always below, and still feels like everything. There's large areas and small areas, but I haven't understood like the environment design of it yet. And I gotta, because I want that kind of like top-down stuff. You enjoy seeing it move forward? Oh, thank you. I enjoy making it move forward. I enjoy working on the game, which is good, right? It's fun. It's changed a lot. Maybe at one point I'll play like some different versions of the game and see where it's been at different points in time, because it might be fun. Because it's gone through a lot of changes. My God. Holy crap! You go back to the beginning. It's gone through a lot. It'll continue to do so. As I say, this is still a prototype. We're figuring things out. But sounds like a trip. Hopefully a good one. Sunday, I will be making the video on basically continuing the biome series, sort of. Also, sort of going to be its own standalone thing, showing how to use PCG with landscape splines and water plugin stuff. How to sample it, how to get that kind of started with, and some like just extra stuff to figure stuff out with that. And obviously I'll show how to implement it into the landscape system, if people want. But I think it'll be like an extra thing at the end. But yeah, that's gonna be the video for Sunday, and I'll be back on Monday with some more game dev. There might be either Tuesday or Thursday, possibly next week. I might need to miss stream. Yeah, Monday's off as a work day, but I'm gonna still stream. So, yeah. Yeah, Monday's off as a work day. It's not an off day for streaming, though. I could take it off. I could just work on my game some more. I'll still stream at my usual time. Yeah. But yeah, I'll let you guys know. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had fun. I learned some stuff. Hope you did too. And yeah, I'll be back on Monday. I'll see you guys then. Have a good night. Get some rest. Take care. Bye-bye.